Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Dashboard Fridays. I'm Adam from SquaredUp, and today I am joined in spirit by Ruben Zimmermann. Ruben is an infrastructure architect from a medium-sized enterprise, a long-term customer of SquaredUp, and a big fan of our product as well. Ruben actually joined us for our version 5.3 release webinar a while ago, where he presented some changes he'd made to his Symantec Endpoint Protection Dashboard, leveraging some of those new features in version 5.3. We wanted to add it to the Dashboard Friday series. So what we're going to do today is just see the clip from the webinar where Ruben will take you through it. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Here's Ruben.
Okay. So like I already said, I was given access to the early preview of the 5.3 version. So I just tried. And I used the endpoint protection dashboard here that you might have already seen in the gallery. So this is the look how you know it from 5.2. And if I now change over to 5.3, you hopefully will spot some differences. I think they're quite catchy, but let's see if you also can find them. Okay, drum roll. It's loading. Ta-da! So here is 5.3 then. So I've used then the scalar tile here as in comparison to the small bar at the left for the previous one to show then the things which are very important for us, like we have nearly 1,000 clients which have definitions older than 2 days, and 1 to 2 days clients with 1 to 2 days definitions with 300 clients, and for much more clients. Luckily, we are good. So this is quite good. Then in the donut tile here, you can see before I just had to put here some numbers. And if the numbers are getting big, it's very hard to see them or to interpret them. So with percentage, it's easier to see and quite nice. The other guy here at the most right corner here, or at the right corner, is also the donut tile, where I've used some small conditions to allocate colors to the different values that I have. So it shows then, for example, with version 14, this is the highest version here in the environment, and it's quite good. It's very green, a little less good, but still good as this one, and then it's neutral for the blue one, and the dark red is for the worst situation with this low version number. So this is also quite nice. But for sure, my personal favorite is then the image tile. So now we can see then the hotspots of the infections on the world map, which is also much more. You can see it on first sight, and this is what I think what the dashboards are bringing us, right? To see the information on one side and to not have to drill down so many times to see all the details here. Any questions from your side, Vincent?
Yeah, this is great to see, Ruben. I guess the difference between your previous dashboard and this one is quite striking. And as I think you said it's more catchy, and like the data jumps at you, isn't it? I want to kind of go through a few of the tiles that you've got here. So you've got the new scalar tile on the top left-hand corner. I think that's using Powershell. I can see you're using the new color mapping as well. Would you show us how easy it was for you to achieve that kind of look and feel and sort of bring your metrics in the best light?
Sure thing. So Powershell is also my favorite of data sources because it gives endless ways of getting the data and also of manipulating the data. So if in the past with the web API, I just got some values and I was sticking on them, now I can do any kind of thing. So I just use this PowerShell tiles now whenever possible. And you see for this one, I just get back a kind of string and just filtering, okay, if there is in this word critical with a JavaScript here, regular expression, then it will throw this red color. So it's quite easy. Also, if you hit here the brackets here, it will give us some examples, but you will try that out later by yourself. And that's even better. So you do not need to look up directly how it's what the right writing was in JavaScript.
Right, and I guess you could have added more conditional formatting as well. So based upon the metric, the value, you could have decided if it's between or over or less, and use a different color.
Yeah, correct.
Nice.
Thing is just for the scalar tile, which makes it unique, it needs one value, right? And if I return more than one value, then I have to do it in another way, like I have did for my way. So I did not want to rewrite all my scripts. I was lazy, so I used just this one condition and applied it differently.
Yeah, and I guess you got the donut on the right hand side. You've got a few more colors going on. I guess,
yes.
Again, would you show us how you were able to do the mapping here for the colors?
Yeah, that was lovely, easy. So I got my values here, and I just put them here just as hard coded. So that's fine because it's not changing daily. And I just allocated the numbers. So it's clicked here, and I've chosen one of these colors which are available, and that's it. And same for the percentage option. Right before, I just had this number here, so that then I just had to click here on percentage, and it already changed then the long number into percentage. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great use case on the color mapping. I think you can see how easy it was for you to just assign a value to your color. Basically, that's all you're doing, and it just changes the look and feel of your
without dashboard. Writing any code. So even though I like coding, I think without coding is also quite cool sometimes.
Exactly, it makes it easy. You can focus on other things, I guess.
Exactly.
What about the image style? It looks pretty cool. That's also my favorite one. Obviously, that's one of the main new feature of 5.3. Tell us more about it, I guess. How did you build it?
Yeah, to myself, actually, this is maybe nearly the last step to make us not reliant on SCOM, because before I was always having to write management packs to have the objects there that I can place then on the map. Now I don't need to do that. So again, you see here, I've used PowerShell for my things. And if I click here on the image, I can choose any of these predefined images. For this case, it fits perfectly. So I just have chosen this one, but I also can just upload any other things that make sense. And then I just can here switch to the drag and drop to this icon section. I can choose between circles and squares. I can make them bigger. I can make them smaller. And it looks great. And also with the label section here, I can also use this mustaches that have been introduced a few versions ago, and to make them make them uppercase or change the formatting, put some CSS or HTML tags inside and make them even more appealing. So it's the transition between all these different languages is fluent and working out great.
Yeah, mustache pickers is something we try to add in as much as we can across various styles, because they give you the flexibility, and especially on an image style where you need to have some kind of label that's really very easy to understand. So you want to format, make it bigger, smaller, or concatenate it. So I can see how you've used that here too. That's nice to see.
Cool. Easy.
I guess the community will be looking forward to see that dashboard updated on the dashboard galleries. Do you have any plans to make that available publicly?
Yeah, sure thing. Hopefully next week, but I don't want to promise it. So it's always hard.
Sounds good. What about any other? Do you have any other plans for any other? I mean, you've got thousands of dashboards, I guess, on SquaredUp. Are there any dashboards, but specifically you're thinking you could update and maybe make use of the latest features?
Yeah, you definitely have. So I have too many ideas, but too less time. So one of the dashboards that's already in my queue is here for Genai end-to-end. This is a small tool which measures network quality, so jitter, package loss, and other stuff, but it also can do some synthetic transactions. For this case, then we have used it for simulating DNS resolution from a client, so not for the DNS servers, just for the client, and measuring the speed. And here we can see, like the donut tile, right? It's putting out some colors, right? Critical is bluish, and then healthy is lilac. That's not nice. So I will use then the conditions here for fixing the colors according to the label. And a few scalar tiles, and I would also use then the condition, for example, and say, okay, if it's less than 50 milliseconds, or maybe less than 10, it's a green, it's all fine. If it's less than 50, perhaps it's yellow because it's just so. And if it's more than 100, I would put it red, because then obviously something is wrong and somebody need to check of our networking specialists. This is one. So this also again works with PowerShell in the background, which I use to pull in information via the REST API. So because again, PowerShell gives me the possibility to transform all the results, to order them, to group them, to reformat them, and it's so I feel more comfortable with that one than with JavaScript, for example. And the other guy that's in my queue is for Aruba. So Aruba, they are a wireless technology company that have been acquired by HP. And so they are building these controllers, access points, and so on. Again, PowerShell and REST, which is used here. And here I'm getting, for example, the information for the wireless controller about their state, right? If they're healthy, if they're not healthy, and also about the access points. And this is fantastic use case for the image tile, since I just put here a layout of our shop floor, for instance, with all the different halls and locations here, and I just will place then the access points just as icons here where they're located, and then if somebody is calling the help desk and says, hey, our wireless here is quite slow, it's bad signal, we just can open the map and say, hey, dear technician, you know where to replace it, because we just have it on the map, and it's great. So it's definitely a help. So looking forward to find the time to do that.
Thank you very much to Ruben for that. And for any of you playing along with the Guess the Mystery SquaredUp employee's voice, that was, of course, Vincent from our product management team again. So yeah, thanks to both of them for that coverage, and a couple of extra dashboards covered in there that will hopefully be in the gallery at some point soon. But yeah, that's it for today. So yeah, check out squareup.com/dashboard gallery. If you want to grab any of those packs and any other packs that we featured in this series, they're all available from that site. Also, if you have any questions, Ruben's very active on community answers. So yeah, if you need any assistance getting any of those dashboards working, I'm sure you can post a question and Ruben will be happy to help, along with the rest of the community as well. So yeah, community.squareup.com. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks again for joining us, and see you next time.